What's up, y'all? It's your boy, Intergalactic Brew, here on this lovely summer, second day of June. You know, the summer is here. Everybody trying to get out, do their thing. I just wanted to make like a brief video right quick. It's an MMA related video too, by the way. Of course, y'all know the tough finale just went down last night. It was a great card, by the way, and my apologies to all of you that I was not able to make a video. It just kind of slipped my mind, and I know I got to make up for lost time, especially since I didn't make one for the Strike Force card either. Fortunately, I did get to make one for UFC 146, so it's not like I haven't, made any videos in a long time anyway. Just had some technical difficulties with, my laptop and everything. But thank the Lord, that's fixed. But anyway, I just wanted to touch on something last night from the tough finale. And that's Martin Kampmann. I have undoubtedly counted him out in fights, as has pretty much everybody. But even though Martin Kampmann really hasn't looked that impressive, just for the fact of me counting him out and him being able to surprise everybody and come back and steal the fight is really making me regret going against him in future fights. So I'm just saying to everybody out there, don't count Martin Kampmann out. I mean, I know this is kind of stupid of me to say, and I know for the few people that do comment on this video, they're probably going to be like, okay, why are you telling us this? We know that MMA is unpredictable. We know we should never doubt anyone. But I mean, I'm just saying, if you don't even, if like the next fight, and I believe his next fight will be against Johnny Hendricks, if he so happens to face Hendricks, like there's a good chance that I'll be picking him to win that fight, just because of the simple fact that he's proven me wrong twice, and on top of that, he's proven me wrong against two elite level fighters, and B, two of my favorite welterweight fighters in the UFC. So yeah, so he's beaten like two of my favorite guys, and I am just stunned. I really am, because I really didn't think that, other than if he got the fight to the mat and ended up submitting Ellenberger, that was really the only way Martin Kampmann was going to win that fight. Honestly. Because standing up, I mean, I know he has, the Thai boxing background. I know that. But, Jake Ellenberger has improved, with his movement, with his head and his feet. And, of course, with his punches, they're a lot more tighter. He's starting to use his jab a lot more. Although he did get reckless and wild a lot last night, and I think that was one of the main reasons that cost him the fight. Well, actually, it was the main reason. Like, if he just would have stayed, tight, and would have, if he wouldn't have gotten so wild and reckless with Kampmann, I seriously believe he could have put him away. But, I mean, that's what happens. And that's just something that Jake Ellenberger has to do. He just has to, work on, being more, what's the word? He has to work on being a little bit more strategic in his approach and just not be reckless all the time. Because if you notice, when he throws his combinations, he throws them very wild. They're not in bunches. They're just kind of caveman-like, just all over the place. So that's what he's got to work on, I believe. Because he's got everything else. I mean, he's got the wrestling. Like I said, he's got the head movement, the foot movement. You know, his punches are tighter and more crisp. But you know, he just needs to work on, you know, his just being more composed. Pretty much, he just needs to, you know, work on controlling, you know, his approach to striking. And I think if he works on that, if he gets a little bit more, not heavily technical, but, you know, if he just, you know, remains more technical and more, you know, I don't know what the word is, but I guess intelligence is the word. I mean, like, if he learns to be, you know, more intelligent and, you know, find his openings standing up instead of just being all reckless and everything, you know, he'll probably be able to put more guys away. But being that he's wild and reckless and, you know, kind of overextends himself, you know, when he gets on top of guys and just starts, you know, pounding away, I think that's what cost him, and I think that's what gets him caught a lot standing up as well. And Martin Kampmann, being the more experienced guy, you know, he was able to expose that, so to speak. So yeah, but yeah, that's really what I wanted to say. Like, you know, I mean, unless Johnny Hendricks, like, you know, puts Martin Kampmann away as quick as he did John Fitch, then, you know, I'll still have the same feelings that I have about Martin Kampmann. But from what I saw in these past two fights, especially the one with Thiago Alves, where Thiago Alves clearly was on his way to winning that fight, you know, for Martin Kampmann, you know, to be that aware, to take advantage of the opportunity, you know, that's, you know, hey. But I mean, you know, I'm just saying, like, if that fight happens between Johnny Hendricks and Martin Kampmann, I might be tempted to pick Kampmann. You know, seriously, I might be tempted to pick Kampmann. Now, I don't know what's going to happen between now and then. My mind may change, but I'm just telling you right now, at least in, you know, the early stages before the fight actually gets signed, I might be tempted to pick Martin Kampmann. But I'm just telling y'all, despite what y'all think about him, you know, don't ever doubt Martin Kampmann. I mean, even if you think he's going to get outstruck on the feet, you know, still have that thought on the back of your mind. You know, he can find a way to win. You know, he will find an opportunity, you know, to gain an advantage. I mean, now don't get me wrong, Kampmann is still a slow starter. He still starts off like very, very slow. And that's not a good thing, especially if you're trying to win a championship belt. Especially in fighting. Like, if it's a, you know, professional fight, you know, and you have time, you know, to do your damage, you want to do it as quick as possible. But Martin Kampmann still, you know, gets off to a very slow start, you know. And that's why I'm not 100% confident in him. But, you know, I still have that thought in the back of my mind that, you know, he could still win fights. But, you know, hopefully Kampmann will work on that. You know, like dictating, you know, the pace of the fight, and, you know, starting to, you know, get off to more faster starts. You know, sort of like how he used to do. You know, back when, you know, he first came to the UFC. You know, when he fought, you know, Drew McFedries, and, you know, when he fought, you know, who was another guy? Shoot, I can't remember. He's had so many fights. But anyway, the bottom line is that, you know, Kampmann needs to get off to faster starts. That's what I'm saying. He just needs to stop being a slow starter, and he just needs to get off to a much better start than he has in the past. But then again, like I said, I'm not going to count him out anymore. Like I said, regardless of who the opponent is and what kind of skills they have, I'm always going to give Martin Kampmann a chance. Because I seriously thought he had, like, you know, I'm not going to say no chance, but, you know, his chances were very slim. I was going to say I gave Martin Kampmann, like, only one way to win this fight. And the same thing went in the Thiago Alves fight, too. I only gave Martin Kampmann, like, you know, maybe like an ounce of a chance to win the fight. And that's very, very little. But, you know, now that I've seen that, you know, even though he gets off to slow starts, he's still able to find a way to win fights, especially if the fight doesn't end in the first round, and you give Martin Kampmann, you know, some more rounds to really, you know, set his mind on what he's gonna do. Then yeah, that's danger right there. But anyway, but congratulations to him. You know, it's another win for him, and yeah. So I'm just telling y'all, even though I know this is stupid and a rhetorical question, you know, don't count out the hitman. You know, we thought he wasn't going to be relevant anymore in the welterweight division, but that just shows you the unpredictability and the beauty of MMA. I mean, you know, anybody can gain momentum at any given time. So I'm just letting y'all know, man. You know, don't count out the hitman. You know, he's still very much relevant in the UFC welterweight division. Well, that's it for me. I just want to make that video, just, you know, kind of drop that knowledge on y'all right quick. And until, what's the next card? UFC 147. So until UFC 147, I see y'all when I see y'all. Deuce.